Hello Unlimited friends, it's Zara from ZMAHOON.com. Somebody asked a question on my forum yesterday and I want to share the response with you. So here goes. The question is, how do you maintain positive thoughts and feelings when you have a goal? You know the things you need to do to achieve that goal, but you can't bring yourself to do them. If your mind is focusing on the gap between where you are and where you want to be, and you feel like you're not doing enough to get there, how can you make a shift? So first of all, I want to thank Brittany for this wonderful question. Let's dive right in and talk about what's going on from a law of attraction perspective. Hi Brittany, here's the answer to your question. Basically what you're talking about is what is popularly called procrastination. We know what we have to do, but we don't do it for whatever reason. And because we don't do it, we feel bad. There's a couple of things going on here that I'm going to talk about, but let's take one thing at a time. The first thing is where you're going wrong and it's holding you back is that you're looking at what you need to accomplish, your goal, and you are looking at all the things that you need to do in order to get there. Everything that needs to be done. That can be overwhelming because it's not like you can accomplish everything today. That's almost like saying, I have to go from one country to another country, and I want to chart my path out exactly, and I need to do it all today. Well, no, that's not how it works. You're going from here to here. You need to buy, first of all, you need to research flight times. Then you need to decide which airport you're going to get on the airplane at and which airport you're going to land at. Once you know that, then you have to look at what flight times are available, what airlines are flying, what the different tickets cost. Then you book your tickets. Once you have your tickets booked, the next thing is you plan on where you want to stay. Then you look at whether or not you want to rent a car. Then you start packing the things that you want and you decide between what you're going to carry in the cabin and what you're going to get checked in. See, there's so many things. But if you start looking at doing everything today, it's not going to work. That's not how we plan our holidays, is it? So when you have a task, it's no different than planning a holiday. You lay out all the things that you need to get done and you break them down into little bits and pieces and give yourself a goal just for that day. Don't look at the whole thing. How am I going to get there? When is it going to happen? You don't need to do that. All you need to do is, universe, here I am today. What do I need to get done today? Just today, that's going to move me one step further towards the things that I want. And once you decide that this is what you need to do today, then go and do it. Because if you don't, then at the end of the day, you're not going to feel good about yourself. You're not going to end the day feeling happy and satisfied because you will have made a commitment and not done it. Now, there's another angle to this. Sometimes when we feel that we are the ones who have to do everything, it's overwhelming because it's a lot of work. But we can make our job easier if we hand it over to the universe. That doesn't mean that we're not going to do anything at all. All that means is we're going to pre-pave our way. We're going to lay the foundation, the vibrational foundation for this work. And the way you do that is by saying to the universe, Universe, I need some help with this. I have to get this task done today, and wouldn't it be nice if you could help me to get it done? Please make this easy for me. Help me to do the right things, call the right people, go to the right places that make my job easier. And when you do that, you automatically start looking at things from a point of view of ease. What happens, one of the things that goes wrong is that we look at a task that's before us and we overwhelm ourselves even before we get started by saying, oh my God, that looks like too much. I'll give you an example. there was a time, a couple of years ago, my children and I were going to an event. When we got there, so this was, we were going into Toronto, and the driving time from my place to Toronto is about an hour and a half. When we got there, we discovered that the event was no longer going on. I don't even remember the specifics of it, but whatever it was, we were downtown, and what we had gone there for was not happening. All three of us were together, my daughter, my son, and myself in the car. And so we said, okay, so now we plan on having a good time, and we're not doing this, so what else can we do? We figured we'd go to the movies, but we wanted to go to the movies back home in Oshawa rather than go to the movies in Toronto. So my daughter looked at the movie schedule on her phone, and she said, there's no way we can make it. We only have 15 minutes before the movie starts. And I said to her, okay, let's do our best to get there. So let's all focus on getting there and watching the movie and having a fantastic time. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it just now, but we got there in 15 minutes. So we were able to travel what usually takes us an hour and a half and do it in about 15 or 20 minutes. That taught me a big lesson. It taught me that time can be bent, so we control time. And it also taught me that as long as we are open and we don't have any attachment to the outcome, things can become really easy if we tell ourselves that the universe is going to help us. That's what I want you to do. I want you to ask the universe to help you. In the Unlimited book, in the 40-day workout, you'll see that there's a portion for things I'm going to do today and things I'm going to ask the universe for help with. Well, that's what those sections are about. You put something small on your list of things to do. Usually my list of things to do consists of things that I would do anyway, like go to work, cook dinner, really easy stuff that I know that I'm going to do anyway. And then on the universe's side of things, I ask the universe to help me with everything else. Universe, I'm going to see this client, make it easy for me. Universe, I need to accomplish this goal, make it easy for me. And then I don't worry about it because I've asked the biggest power in the universe itself, that energy that makes the sun rise. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you made the sun rise? Never, right? We just wake up and we expect the sun to have risen. Well, there's a force that makes it rise. There's a force that has that energy, that gives it the energy to rise. And it's not me, and it's not you, and it's not anyone else in the world. That is the power of the universe. So if you let go of things and you ask that power to do things for you, how easy do you think it is for the universe to do the little piddly things that you've put on your plate? So that's the first thing, or the second thing. And here's the last thing I'm going to say to you, because this is really, really important. I think it's the most important thing of all. If you have made a commitment to do something and you don't actually do it, then the thing to do is not to feel bad about it, because it's a new decision. So your first decision was, I have a goal. That's a decision. Having a goal is a decision. You made the decision that here's something that you wanted to accomplish. But then you made another decision, and that decision is, I don't want to do it today. Well, all you have to do is to line up with that decision and make it good. The thing that goes wrong is pulling in two different directions. I should be doing it, but I'm not doing it. I should be doing it, but I'm not doing it. So you're actually pulling yourself apart, and that's where you feel bad. When you feel bad, that's your guidance saying, it's okay not to do it, but just line up with your decision. So I'm not doing it because I'm home today and I'm going to enjoy this day today with my children. I've decided that I'm going to take a day off. Make your new decision good. Create value in that decision. See, what you do to yourself is, if you don't create value in your decision not to act, you feel bad. But if you create value in this decision and you say, yes, I know I have a goal, I am going to achieve my goal, but I just don't have to do all of it today. It's okay for me to take a day off. It's okay for me to postpone it, because what I'm doing today in this day is important to me. And at the end of the day, all I want is to get to the end of my day and feel happy and satisfied with this one day. So a lot of times when I'm coaching people, I ask them to stay just focused on this one day. All you have to do is make the best of this one day. And things go wrong when you start thinking about all the days that have to come later on. You don't have to go there. You just need to make the best of the time you have today. And then tomorrow, you go into tomorrow and you make the best of that day. And if you just keep making the best of each day, you have a string of days that have been satisfying. And if you are in a place of satisfaction, then whether or not you took any action towards your goal, you are still on your way to it. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't it make you feel good to know that? You don't have to act today to achieve your goal. You just have to end your day every day feeling happy and satisfied. And if you're doing that, then you are making progress towards your goal. Okay, so let's summarize how we can get rid of procrastination. Here are the 4 things that we talked about today. Number 1, if you have a goal, break it down into small bits and then just focus on getting one bit done. You don't need to focus on the whole thing, because if you do that, it's overwhelming. Number 2, pre-pave giving it to the universe. Ask the universe and the universal energies, the fairies of the universe, to come and help you achieve your goal. Number 3, if you don't feel like doing anything towards accomplishing your goal today, make yourself okay with that decision. It's a new decision. So your first decision was whatever goal you set forth for yourself, and your second decision is I still have that goal, but my decision today is not to work on it. Be okay with that decision. Number 4 is, if you can just focus on one day at a time and just complete one day feeling satisfaction, not because you worked on your goal, just because you had fun today, then know that you don't need to take action. Just the fact that you're in a space of feeling good and satisfied means that you're on your way towards your goal. Because when we feel good, we make everything easy for ourselves. So I hope you found value in this discussion, and if you did, leave me a comment to let me know. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel and click on the little notification bell so that you know when I post new videos. Lastly, if you have a question that you would like to ask me or get my response on, please go to my website ZMAHOON.com and send me an email from there. I will be happy to address your question. Bye for now.